ask us how we realised we could read minds. In truth, we started thinking thoughts at the same time. When we started our journey here on Britain's Got Talent, Amanda, we asked you to think of a contact on your phone and we told you who it was. Simon, we went on an imaginary journey in your mind and revealed every decision you made. Amanda, would you stand up for me and join me at the other side of your chair? Everyone will give you a really big round of applause. We're going to generate a random number. You're going to verify when the number goes into the calculator. What gets said out loud, you're going to verify it goes into the calculator. Okay. Simon, I'd like you to think back to a significant moment in your life. In years, how old were you?
7.
7. Perfect. And we're going to go times. And Alicia, I'd like you to think of a random 4-digit number for me.
Okay.
Say it out loud, please.
7676.
7676 times by. We're going to keep this bit between us, Amanda. I'd like you to put in the PIN code to your mobile phone, the 4-digit PIN code.
Oh, cheeky.
We're going to press equals now. I'm going to turn this towards the camera. We've generated this number at random, and I'm going to ask you to write down this number on the board at the centre of the stage. Amanda, starting from the left, I'd like you to say the digits out loud one at a time, and Anne will write them down.
27 20 4141.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. David,
Yes.
here I have 2 of your books.
Okay.
I'd like you to choose one, and whichever one you choose, we're going to use. Which one?
Okay, we'll choose this one.
Could I ask you to stand up and come and join me at my side? In a moment, I'm going to flick through the pages.
Yeah.
Anytime you like, please say stop for me.
Stop.
Right there?
Yeah.
Would you like to use the left-hand page or the right-hand page?
Right hand.
The right-hand page. I'm going to put my forefinger at the top of the page, and I'm going to move it from the top of the page to the bottom. I'd like you to say stop for me anywhere that you like.
Stop.
On this line here?
Yeah.
Here.
This one.
This line here?
Yeah.
I'm going to move along the page, along the line, excuse me. Please say stop. Here?
Yeah.
I'd like you to think of that word.
Okay.
Just concentrate on that word for me. Just say it to yourself in your mind. David, I'd like you to hold the book against you, please. Keep the place. In fact, you can take a seat for me. I want everybody here to understand what happened. David chose one of his own books. He chose a page at random. You then selected a line at random, and you're thinking of a word. That's your own choice. Just concentrate on that word for me. You must agree you could have gone for any word on that page.
Correct.
Just say it in your mind over and over again. I need Darren to be able to tell you what word you're merely thinking of.
David, without looking at the page you stopped on, do you know the page number?
No.
For the first time, please look at the page you stopped on and say out loud what page number it is.
31.
31. I got very close. I'm going to change it. I did get 81. Excuse me. But David, you stopped on a word at random. I'm going to write down the word I think you stopped on. In a loud and clear voice, please say out loud what word you have.
Lady.
Lady, that's exactly what I've got.
Of course, at the beginning of our performance, we generated a random number, and that number was written down as being on full view since we began.
The last time we were on this stage, David, we asked you to think of a word. We told you where that word was in a dictionary, and it was on page number 1414. And if you look here, we have 1414.
Since we began our journey on Britain's Got Talent, 4 judges have made decisions every step of the way. Amanda, in our audition, we asked you to think of a number on your telephone. It was your sister Debbie, and the number was 415. Simon, we then asked you to imagine a door, and the door number you imagined was 717. If we add those numbers together, those numbers equal 29. If I go like this and like this, if we add the numbers 2, 7 and 20, they also equal 29. Now you may think that's a coincidence, but it's not.
Since the moment we met you, we've been influencing every decision you've made. If I go like this and like this.
I'd like to show you something interesting. Every single letter of the alphabet has a corresponding number. 2. Let me give you an example. A is 1, because Simon, you're looking confused. B is 2, C is 3. 2 is B. 7 is G. 20 is T.
4 is D. 14 is N. 1 is A. We have influenced every single decision that you have made since the moment we met you. And we now end our journey here at Britain's Got Talent. We are DNA.
Hello, gents. Well done. Not quite sure what's going on there. David, let's give this some sense of this.
It was like going to university. It was very, it was incredible. I mean, the way your minds work are extraordinary. There felt like there was perhaps a little stumble in there somewhere, but actually just shows how hard what you do is. Now all you need to do is influence the public out there to pick up the phones and vote for you, right?
Stumble or not, you are one of the most original acts that we've had on the show this series. Your presentation is superb. You engage the whole audience. We can't take our eyes off of you. And I just think you're fantastic. And so many people have been talking about DNA. So like David said, influence people at home to pick up that phone, because I think you're great.
You are just a fascinating couple of blokes, and it's very eerie and very spooky, and I had no idea about how technical it was as well. But as the other guys have said, you have great showmanship, and I just can't take my eyes off you when you're on stage.
Thank you.
It's spooky.
OK, well, this is one of the first times I've seen something go wrong, but that makes you human. Listen, what you do, honestly, is incredible. I've got to know you. We've got to meet each other. You're really, really nice guys. You deserve this break. I'm going to be honest with you. What you did, because I'm a bit thick, what you were doing at the end, I found it very complicated. You know, it needed that big reveal at the end, and the way it was explained, for me, didn't quite come over properly. So, but that's just me. Not everyone else is thick. So I think that you have a shot still. I'm just frustrated for you that the end didn't have that big punchline I think it needed.
OK, thank you, judges. And for fair play to you as well, there was a slight stumble, but you move on, you carry on, you get through the act.
And what we do is risky.
Exactly.
It's risky, and that's
It's
what
not
it
exact
is.
science.
You take risks every time, don't you?
Absolutely.
Some come off. Listen, well done. And if DNA or your winners, well, the number to call from the landline is 09020 44 24 or 5 for a mobile, call 644 24 or 5, or vote for free via the app. But voting doesn't open until the last act has performed. One more time, DNA, ladies and gentlemen.